Kerchow.
Who are you? How did you get into my house?
I'm gonna teach you math.
You know what? No. I've too many things have happened today. I do not want to hear. Okay, I'm calling the police. All right, pal?
Oh, no you don't. Give me that, give me that. Try calling the police now.
My grandma gave me that phone.
So I bet you're just itching to get started, right? Yes, I'm itching to get this done with because you threatened to throw a rock at my kidney if I try to leave. So here is the premise. Companies who design furniture for elementary school classrooms provide a variety of sizes for kids of different ages. Suppose the heights of kindergarten children can be described by a normal model with a mean of 38.2 inches and a standard deviation of 1.8 inches. What? Draw and label the normal model!
What?
Do it, nerd. All right. Fine. Dude, I don't know how to do this. I'm not good at math. Look at my poster. If you were to figure out the range for 68%, you add and subtract the standard deviation from the mean. Then to get 95%, you add and subtract the standard deviation from the range you got for 68%, and so on for 99.7%. I guess that makes sense. Using the empirical rule, what percent of the children are between 34.6 inches and 41.8 inches? Sorry, come again? Using the empirical rule, what percent of the children are between 34.6 inches and 41.8 inches? What's the empirical rule? The empirical rule basically means that if these two numbers were 34.6 and 41.8, the range of those numbers is 68% of the students. And if you were to add a standard deviation to the larger number, in this case 41.8, and subtract a standard deviation from the smaller number, in this case 34.6, that new range would apply for 95% of the kids. Oh, so since 34.6 and 41.8 surround that general 68% area, that would mean that that is the range of 68% of the students, right? 34.6 and 41.8. Mm-hmm. Oh, sweet. Are we done yet? No. Find a z-score of a child that is 3 feet tall, or in other words, 36 inches tall. Z-score? A z-score indicates how many standard deviations a value is from the mean. Okay, how do I find it? Dude, that's easy, okay? Just subtract the mean from whatever value you're trying to determine the z-score of, and then divide your answer by the standard deviation. So, in this case, I would subtract 36 and 38.2, and I'd put that over 1.8? Yepperooty! But if I may inquire, do you happen to know how to figure out what percent of students are taller than 3 feet tall? No, I do not. You're the one forcing me to be here, remember? Okay, take out a calculator and press second, and then press vars. Now click on normal CDF. At this point, plug your z-score into the lower value, in our case, negative 1.22, and plug the number 99 into the upper value. If our z-score was a positive number, we would have put it in the upper value, and we would have put negative 99 in lower. Now, all you have to do is click enter a few times. Boom, that's your percentage. You just carry over the decimal 2 times, and then boom, you have your percentage. Great! Can I leave now? Nope. Now you gotta find out what percent of the children are between 34.6 and 41.8 inches tall. Well, according to the empirical rule, it would be 95%, right? Yep. Great. Now, can I go to therapy to recover from the traumatic experience that was meeting you? Nuh-uh. One last question. What percent of kindergartners have a height between 35 and 40.2 inches? How would I know? Dude, this one's easy, okay? I basically already taught you all the steps. All you have to do is find the z-score of both of those values by using the method that I've already taught you. Okay, so now we know one of our values is negative 1.777, yada, yada, yada. And now we know one of our other values is 1.1, yada, yada, yada. We're gonna round these. Now, we do the same thing we did with second vars, and we plug the 2 values we just got in. And we put the lower one in the lower segment. In this case, that would be negative 1.78. Again, we are rounding. And then for the upper, we would put 1.11. And then we just click enter a bunch of times, just like before. And then, bam, we have our percentage. We just need to move that decimal point over 2 places. And that rounds up to 82.90. Oh, so that would be 82.9% of kindergartners, right? Yep. Great. Can I leave now? Oh, yeah, sure. And also, I found this in your mailbox. Yeah. You're being sued. What?